Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Tavern with Tomes. My name is R.K. Fox. I am your tavern keeper, and I am joined today by my fellow storytellers, Kent Aldrich, Samuel Bowen, Christian Maevsky, the one and only Rachel, and Alex Oak. And together, we're going to weave a world of myth and legend. The walls of my tavern are lined with leather-bound books, filled with blank pages. Once a week here at the tavern, we open a tome at dusk and fill its pages with stories. The world outside is dark and scary. It has its beauties, but they're hard to see at night. So for the time being, let's leave this world and go adventure, shall we? Last we left off, the party began to finally hunt down the Ravager, began to trap it, and try and narrow down the number of locations it could occupy, sending it into a tunnel that they had created within a hill. As they slowly brought it to where it needed to be, and through a system of mechanics that ended up being far more complicated than I had intended for them to be, we were a mere 40 feet away when combat ensued, bringing the presence and seeming sentience of some sort of other being which appears to carry at least the visual representation of Jack's mother. And
I was right.
A spell was cast. Confusion fell upon 3 of our party members. Some of this may not have been picked up in the last episode because our audio capture went down out of nowhere. We're going to try and be a little bit better about that, given that this is primarily an audio show, and if you don't have audio, you don't have a show. So, forgive us for where things feel a little choppy. We're doing our best to try and give you the full
Reese,
story.
we can be the first people to try a Charlie Chaplin-style podcast.
That's just called ragtime music.
No,
That's all that is.
that's actually fair.
Oh my goodness. We pick up now in the second round of combat. The Ravager, having assumed the form of Jack's mother, we are now going to hit initiative count 20 again. I'm going to make a roll, and we'll see what happens.
No.
I don't like those.
Okay.
Ill-defined roles concern me.
Okay. At the beginning of combat, or at the beginning of this round of combat,
Everybody
you
soils
see
himself.
the glowing red eyes of Jack's mother fade as the being recoalesces into that roiling ball of charred bone and flesh. Additionally, the confusion spell ends on you, Straya, as the concentration is terminated.
Ah.
Okay.
We are going to vaguely remain in combat, for now at least. But we're going to do, not necessarily taking initiative order, but we'll allow these sort of looser descriptions of blocking off directions so that you can maybe coach the thing into the trap again, should you guys wish to do that, instead of just straight up fighting it. That's a bit of a party decision.
Just a question. Do I look at this roiling ball of flesh and bone and think, I could grapple that? Is that something that I'm just like, I could get my hands on that and like not suffer endless amounts of pain and horror?
You wouldn't suffer endless amounts of pain and horror. It definitely would probably hurt.
It would end with your death.
But if you can, it's certainly, you think it's easier to grapple it now.
Interesting.
And you think that you probably might get hurt, but might not get as hurt as you would have before.
Ah. I really want to try grappling it again and seeing if I can roll above a 5.
If this is something
That's
the party's
asking a
good
lot.
with, it is technically your turn in initiative.
Yeah.
Go for it. And if it doesn't work, I can cast command and at least get it to come within 5 feet of me.
But we're not in combat.
We are technically. Well, we can choose to be.
We're in a bit of a flowy state right now.
It's a situationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could like situation it back to just the.
Correct.
Well,
I
and that's
will
what I
spend
mean.
my turn
Because
doing this,
if I
and then you
call
all
it,
can-
then
We're basically having a collective DTR right now.
Okay.
yeah. And if I call it, it'll come closer to the
Did you
trap.
roll 2 nat 20s?
No, cheese or not? Are they on that 20? No. Is it a cheese or not?
Cheese for silly rolls. This is not a silly roll.
This is not a silly roll.
Okay.
Close.
This is a big roll. Okay, you are attempting
Did roll
to
a nat
grapple.
20.
Yes.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Let's go.
Okay.
26.
You have it grappled. You can
like-
move it.
Lovingly grappled. Right?
Yes.
It's
So
a hug.
not threatening. Yeah.
I'm hugging it.
You have it
Indulge
grappled.
it.
Its speed is reduced to 0. It is your turn. You
I have a
have
speed of 20 feet.
you have a speed of 20?
No, I have a speed of 40. Grappled, half my speed, I can move 20 feet.
Okay, gotcha. I understand. Yeah, you can move 20 feet towards the hole. You are now 20 feet from the trap, the actual trap that you've created.
Cool.
If you can maintain this grapple and it doesn't turn back into whatever it was before,
Question. I think it takes 1d6 hit points because I have a barbed hide as a tiefling.
oh, are you the new tiefling?
It's a feat I took.
Oh, okay. Read to me the feat.
I gain I gain proficiency with intimidation. My constitution or charisma increases by 1, and as a bonus action, I can stab it for a d6 damage.
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me that d6 damage.
Unless we really need it to be a friendly hug.
I will say, the only form of sentience you've seen this thing have is when it was in that humanoid form.
Cool. I'm just gonna not. I'm just gonna
Okay,
hold on to it, and I'm moving 20 feet that way.
sounds good. As a part of grabbing it, what is your armor class?
My armor class is 13 when I'm... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dex plus con.
In that case, just the process of like holding this thing in place, like a giant, just uncontrollable football. You do take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But you are able to get it 20 feet closer to the trap.
Okay, question. With the 9 people who are now here, can we make it so the lights are being dumb again in this room? Can we make it so that we enclose so there is no way it can get out aside from like with 9 people basically
Plowing right
yes.
through us.
I mean,
Right,
it would have to run through you guys to do that for sure. You can
right?
set
So
it
it's
up.
basically the walls, the hole, or us.
Correct. Yes, you
Perfect.
can absolutely do that.
Finally, I can do the thing.
At the end of this round of combat, it is going to make an attempt to escape the grapple.
For those of you who are curious, because part of what I am is like a leopard or a cat, it is currently like, when a cat grabs something and kicks at it with its feet? That's what's going on. Except that I'm also a mammoth whale. For those who need the visual.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
That's a great visual. I can see it.
Alex,
Look at Zuzu.
Lorenzo, can I get another athletics check as it makes its attempt to escape at the end of this round of combat?
Can somebody guide him?
Wait. Can I use my action to command it to just stay?
It's its turn.
Well,
Well, we're not doing turns.
That's true. We are not technically doing turns. 100%. I will let you attempt to do that.
Okay. Yeah. It has to roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
The
Your DC is
14.
okay.
And if it doesn't work, 3 more people can do the exact same thing.
That's a 13. It fails. Okay.
Hey.
You give it the command of stay. It continues to roil, but it will not attempt to escape the grapple.
Yeah, it won't.
Lorenzo.
That's great.
You want to give it the command halt, because then it takes no actions on its turn.
It doesn't get an action either way.
Okay.
Command just ends your turn.
Now,
Oh yeah.
it is worth noting that at the start of initiative count 20 on that next round of combat, when Lorenzo would carry it in, it does reassume that red-eyed humanoid form.
I am going to hold command, and the trigger is going to be for when it reassumes that form.
Okay. I will
Yes.
let you do that.
I was gonna hit it with fire,
Question.
but you know.
Can I, because I have the telekinetic movement, I can use my psych die and 10 times the movement for a creature that's large, or hold on, I'm trying to pull up the actual thing. What does it say? I can move an object
Or
as
people
an
out
action, a loose object that is large or small, or one willing creature. So even if it's not willing, is it still fall under the dimensions?
Because it's grappled by Lorenzo, though. Lorenzo's willing.
You could move Lorenzo, who is holding it.
Okay.
So yeah, so go ahead and let's go to whatever that means.
Okay. So it's 1 times. Oh, my psych dice. I'm moving it 30 feet.
Okay, so you push Lorenzo 30 feet into the cavern. Or rather, he's now 10 feet in the cavern. Another 5 feet, and you'll be able to just let this thing loose in the little space that you've created for it.
Cool.
It is
It's
now.
not
Like he's blocking the entrance, right? Because the entrance is like.
Yes, so he's now blocking the entrance, but it is a humanoid now. So it reassumes that humanoid form.
I cast command.
You can't see it.
Oof.
Because she just shoved Lorenzo into the cavern.
And Lorenzo like let go of it as I'm doing it, like he feels the thing moving.
Well, so you are moving
No.
him. You're not moving it.
Okay, I was gonna aim for it, but I
Well,
didn't
you
know if
can't
Lorenzo-
because it's not willing.
Yeah, I'm willing.
Oh,
so
no, but it
I
says
feel
or
it's-
willing.
Yeah, so it's not an object, and so you have to choose a willing creature. You choose an object or yeah.
Or a creature.
And so if you choose a creature, it has to be willing. It's not a willing creature, so you have to choose Lorenzo. So you push Lorenzo into the cave. It reassumes that humanoid form. We're going to re-enter combat.
No, sorry guys. Dig it.
Do we get a new
Lorenzo,
initiative roll?
huh?
Are we still in the
Initiative roll?
same initiative?
We're using the same initiative. So Lorenzo, it's
Lorenzo.
your turn.
Do I assume I'm just gonna shove it into the hole?
That
Yeah,
is,
you can literally walk 5 feet, drop it, and then book it out of there.
you are currently grappling it.
That's fair. So I'm
It's-
realizing, can we cover the hole? Do we know how to cover the hole? Are
So
we able to do that?
This is the problem, is if it's in its humanoid form and can control its movement, then, or at least can loosely control its movement, maybe, then you
I
have
big
the
enough
risk
to
of it
hold?
potentially, yeah.
Am I big enough to block the hole?
You're big enough to block the hole, yeah.
Well,
So
the
you can-
geomancers can close the hole once she's in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
But
I'm
she could walk out.
She has the
Right.
capacity to potentially walk out right now.
If I just
Right.
leave,
Yeah, yeah. We just need to get her in there long enough
Is
to
her
take it.
is her turn before the geomancers?
Her turn is immediately after Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh. Let's see.
So
Yeah.
this is where the conflict is.
How big is the
So-
opening to the hole? Is it just human sized? Because she can't move through him.
she cannot move through him, correct? And the whole opening is basically the size of Lorenzo. Lorenzo barely fits. So
Okay,
Lorenzo
so-
can occupy that space.
Lorenzo, you occupy that space, drop her in there, stay there, she attacks you, and then we command hold her, command flee you, or command approach you. And so you move towards us, she stays where she is, and then the geomancer goes the hole.
There you go.
Lorenzo, it is your turn. You doing that?
I take 10 steps forward, drop her, and then take 15 steps back and cover the hole.
Okay.
Take a really deep breath and just...
When you attempt to leave, she is
Okay,
going to
disengage
use...
action. Because I haven't taken my action this turn.
A to the man.
That's correct. That is correct.
Correct.
Yes.
Dang it. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah.
That is how we play D&D.
Next initiative is going to be Lucian.
Well, it's her next.
Or yeah, sorry, it's her. What will she do?
Hopefully not
Die?
doing more than 10 damage to me.
Why did you say anything?
I live on the edge.
She'll have a spontaneous existential crisis and do nothing.
No, she's going to, she is going to ask, good old, yeah, she's gonna have, Lorenzo make a, what do we want this to be?
Death saving throw.
Death. I need a strength ability check from you.
Strength ability check.
Yes, so that's just your strength mod.
So that is a +2.
Oh no!
Except that it's a +3 because of wild shape?
Correct.
Alright. That is a 22.
Oh,
Yo.
I
That
rolled a 19.
that beats the 16 of the telekinesis spell that was going to shove you out of the block position. You just
way to go!
like hold yourself in place with this otherworldly strength. I'm gonna roll for the Ravager's uncontrolled body. Moves 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slams into the wall and moves further in to the trap, is now stuck in that open space that you guys had created. It is now Lucian's turn.
I will. Her turn already went. And unless she has a reaction that lets her move, I think I can just very easily say, command Lucian, sorry, Enzo, to approach, because it's speak one word to a creature within range, a succeed, or
Yeah, you can.
on its next turn.
Yeah, it's next turn.
You
But
could just deal 10 damage to him, and then he should be out of wild shape or something, right?
Yeah, I will unwild shape if you deal 10. If you just stab me.
well, no, but I need him out of the doorway.
Wait.
You hold your action until I'm out of the way.
What do you need him
Yeah.
out of the doorway for?
So they can
so
close
that they
the
can
door.
close the door.
That's true. I thought you were gonna like get him out of the doorway so that you could cast command on the creature to make it stay.
No, if he's out of the doorway.
The geomancers can just hold their turn until I'm out of the doorway.
That's
That's
true.
what I was gonna
That is
suggest.
true. Yeah.
So
That's
command
true.
him, tell him to come, and then
You don't need to command
You
me.
need the command.
I
You
don't need
just
to
walk
command.
out.
Geomancers
'Cause he
just
just
wait
walks
till
out.
I leave. Yeah.
Can we have the geomancers hold their action until Lorenzo walks out
Yes,
so
that's
that they can seal it up?
100%.
Yeah, so I'm
Great.
just gonna hold my action to cast
do
command
we
on
need
her.
to bother with the,
Yes.
the rest of initiative?
No.
No,
No.
because
I
everything's
think we
gonna
gotta
hold an
figure it out.
action in case, you know.
Sounds
We have
good.
4
the plan.
command spells ready, pointed at her.
Yeah, just to snipe her back in. Okay,
Right.
Statistically, she will fail one of them.
fantastic. You guys have the whole thing prepared. Easy enough. Next round of initiative comes by. Lorenzo steps out. It's closed. You guys now have the Ravager trapped-ish.
Ish. Okay, great.
What do you want to do now?
I don't know.
Is the plan to like lift
know-
that part of the ground and just take it to the ship? Like what?
It's a big rock. It's gonna weigh like 2-3 tons.
As we were talking, I was wondering about this part of the plan, but nobody else seemed concerned with it, so I just.
Do we just bring a boulder onto the ship?
I mean,
And
for
the
now,
ship- You guys are the seamen. You should know.
I mean, right now we can try and figure out how to weaken it. We can create tiny little holes and cast fireballs in there.
And then we just Pokemon it and just weaken it so that we can get a Pokeball.
Yeah, exactly.
And then she's going to use the same holes and like blast her way through
Yeah.
and destroy all
I do
of
love
us.
the idea of drilling a hole and casting fireball, though. That is just great.
It's
you know
really
what?
just a Pokemon ball. Like we make a massive boulder, but we carve it out to look like a Pokemon ball.
A
But
Pokeball.
it's just a Pokeball.
It's literally just
You
called a
know?
Pokeball.
Okay, Reese,
Shut
would Lorenzo be able to give a rough estimate of whether or not the ship could take on 2 tons of rock?
Well, we don't need 2 tons of rock
We
because it's
just
a
need a
hollow
hollow.
boulder.
You
It's a
just
hollow
need,
boulder.
You need a hollow boulder big enough, like that's 4 feet in diameter, basically, is what you need.
Okay. Could the ship take that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a full galleon.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting how big this thing is.
This is a big
Yeah.
boat.
That.
Yeah. So
The Geomancers, could
I'll
you
look
do
at the Geomancers and I'll be like, all right. So shrink the tunnel inside there. Don't crush her. Shrink the tunnel inside there so it's small enough that she's not like, so that we can make a boulder out of it and put it on the ship.
Okay. They
We-
sort of they say it'll take us like a half a day to do that
That's fine.
because
That's
we have to
perfectly fine.
completely reshape the hill.
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. You're the best.
I would also love to play a little bit of Sisyphus with her after we're done, you know.
Wow.
Who's
Obscure
Sisyphus?
reference. The guy who pushes the boulder up the hill.
And then
it all
lets it
slides
roll back down.
and
No,
then
no,
it
no. I'm
goes-
asking this in character. Who's Sisyphus?
Yeah, long story.
All right. So
We're all
guys,
Sisyphus.
you guys see as they reshape the hill and basically slowly push in that cavern. They inform you when she reverts back to this spherical form. They do make a note. They're like, we're going to leave room for it to become a humanoid again. Because if it's too small and it becomes a humanoid, either it dies or it breaks the rock, which is bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Sounds good.
So
That's perfect.
they create a rock that's big enough for a humanoid to basically just sort of sit curled up inside. And you guys sort of hit end of day while you're out here. It'll be another day basically to trek back. Or, well, actually, it's only 3 miles. You could do it in a couple hours. So you guys are able to trek back to the shore. And now the question is, how do you get it back to the boat? Because the rock...
Telekinetic movements.
Can the Geomancers not help us with that?
I still have. Oh shoot! I on wild shaped. I had a swim speed, and I was a whale.
If I'm moving the boulder, even though there's something in it, does that count as an object? So could I just telekinetically move that?
How big of an object can you move?
A large.
I say that pretty large.
That this would be large.
I mean, it's gonna take a while because I can only do it for every 10 feet of my side eye, but
What does the side eye say about what happens after the movement? Because I'm just thinking, if you move it, does it then drop and sink? What did the mechanics say? What did I write?
it says you can move an object or creature with your mind. As an action, you target one loose object that is large or small, or one willing creature. If you can see the target and it's within 30 feet of you, you can roll your psionic die and move it the number of feet equal to 10 times the number rolled to an unoccupied space you can see. Alternatively, if it's tiny, I can move it from hand to hand. Either way, I can move the target horizontally, vertically, or both. That's all it says.
Okay. I would assume that after that movement is over, it drops. So.
Cool, but what if I roll it?
Well, you can
I'm
roll
just-
it to shore. This is about getting it to the boat. Like getting it from shore to your galleon, which will not come up to shore.
Will it
Is
sink
there
the
anywhere?
small boat?
Is there anywhere on this island that has a harbor
No.
that we could get it close to?
Could we get the geomancers to like create a path to our boat?
I would.
Yeah, if we
Just
get
get the
fresh
tribe to
geomancers.
help them out. And be like, hey, can you do us a favor since we're taking this off of your island?
That I think you guys could convince them pretty easily. You could, yeah. They'll take you to Anna, and then somebody just give me a group persuasion check as you guys are brought back into the geomancer's home. You tell them we've captured the monster.
I have a high persuasion.
Great. Can I give you guidance?
Yep. So is that advantage?
D4.
D4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be. Yeah, that's a 25.
Anybody else wanting to make this persuasion check alongside him?
Oh, we can help.
Yeah. I said
can-
group.
Oh, my
Oh.
bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'll roll. I'll give him the guidance still, but I'll still roll.
Never mind, I won't help.
It's a 10. Not helpful.
I rolled a 14.
16.
10.
Okay. Sounds good. Yes. Yeah, that is all enough. The geomancers, you see them begin to raise a walkway out, extending stone, taking stones from the hillsides and moving them out to form this walkway. And sort of you get what is effectively 50 geomancers over like a 300-foot distance of stone that is slowly being moved, like just like this across the water as pieces are being picked up, moved around, and added to the front.
I'm
Here's gonna be like-
assuming me and Jack and maybe Lorenzo or Lucian are rowing back in the boat so we don't leave that.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. And easy enough with Straya walking and slowly rolling that boulder, and the geomancers helping carry it as well, and then the rest of you guys rowing back in the boat. You guys are able to get it up onto the boat and set it down as gently as possible. But even with that, you do see the wood of the deck just bows a little bit. Not an amount that makes you feel uncomfortable, like it might collapse through, but enough that you're like, I don't
Big
like
rock.
this entirely.
Cool. Can we, if we saw some geomancers with us, is it possible for them to take some of it and add like a couple of extra layers of that rock they brought out to the boat around it, just in case the Ravager tries to knock through?
I will say just pretty definitively, any more rock would risk this thing crashing through decks.
Okay, never mind.
Also- Never mind.
Never mind.
Okay.
Great.
You guys begin to sail back to Aleno, having completed your task. Is there anything that you guys would do in parting with the geomancers?
Is Ana Isabella Musson
Miguez.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
I will just look at her and say, your men are capable. See? All 5 of them are back.
Yes, I know that they are capable. But they had to help. References the 5 of you.
And I was like, I always knew we were capable.
What
It
he
makes
means
a
to say
difference.
is thank you. Just say thank you, Lucian.
You know what? Streya's right. Thank you.
You are
We wouldn't have
welcome.
done it. We wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
I know.
Okay, now.
Thank you very much for all of your help.
Yeah, I think Straya will play them a little like parting tune on her fiddle, just as like I think it's the only thing she's got, but a little,
Yeah, for sure.
little tune.
Lucian will tell them that they have done a great favor to the Scion, and he looks kindly upon them now.
She says, I don't know what that means.
Fair enough.
If you ever wish to return to the land, you are welcome.
Nice.
Thank you. If you ever find yourself in Illinois, send us a message.
We will not be wherever that is.
Fair.
At some point, I want, like, when these conversations are happening, I want to see if I can, like, find another geomancer. This seems to, like, look like he would have something he might know, he or she might know. And I'm just gonna be like, so, let's say I was looking for, like, a place of great significance for, like, land or sea or sky or something. Where would that be? You know?
You sound like you're trying to buy something illicit off the street.
If I were to
Are you... So here's
buy
the
some
question is,
oregano.
who are you asking?
Like obviously I probably won't be able to not. I want to bring this up like
Are
in
you
a
gonna,
private conversation.
Do you want to
between-
talk to Anna?
I would, but I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna just talk to Anna without talking to the cohort. So I wanted to find like
A
was like-
person who's on their own who looks knowledgeable.
somebody who like, oh, maybe if the cohort
Okay.
disbands a little bit, I'm like, that person definitely is smart and somewhat in charge.
For sure.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Go ahead and just roll a d20 for me.
Okay. That would be an 11.
Okay. You were rolling the history check for this person. They look at you and say, I came from the sailing life before I became a geomancer. The Magnum Sea to the north of Domitia, west of Enval, is largely significant. There are frequent and bizarre occurrences within that ocean. Ships go missing. I mean, the entire race of the OV, as we know them, originate out of that land. If you're looking for a space significant to the sea, that might be a good place to start. Difficult though it may be, I admit, to survive.
Cool. Thank you.
Of course.
He leaves.
Sounds good. Anything else you guys want to do in parting with the geomancers?
Not really.
No. But goodbye.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, they make their way back to the Isle of Lunka. And you guys begin to sail back off towards Aleno. As you guys are sailing in that direction, is there anything you would like to achieve while you are at sea sailing over the Maudit?
A few things, actually.
Okay.
So, I had this random thought. So, is there any way for Jack to somehow, like, analyze the bond that he has?
The bond?
Bond?
Because he's a warlock.
Oh, yes. Yeah. To whatever your patron is.
Mhm.
What do you
Just,
want?
not just to see like what the nature of that is, to see if maybe there's something in common there to what the Ravager has.
Interesting. You absolutely could attempt to. That would be more of a mechanical observation. I don't know if you'd be able to really dedicate too much in the way of like an experiential observation, given the limited nature of your interactions with whatever your patron is.
But because he also does have a book specifically kind of going over this type of thing,
Yeah.
would there be a connection to Ravagers and that sort of like magic? He's essentially trying to figure out, because the Ravager turned into what more or less looks like his mother. To see, like, is that more of like two separate things kind of being squished into one, or is it just one thing?
What do you mean by two separate things? Like is the orb that is the Ravager and the humanoid being that looks like your mother, are you asking, are those one entity? Is that your question?
It's like, is it one thing? Is it two? Is it possible that there's some sort of like outside thing that is making it kind of go back and forth in the
Gotcha.
like chaos?
Go ahead and give me just a straight Arcana check. I'm not going to give you advantage on this one because you've gotten a lot of information out of your book specifically regarding Ravagers, and you're starting to sort of reach the edges of what it could give you.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get it much with an 11.
No, I think that is really what you're running into, is that you've sort of realized you may have plumbed the deepest extents of what this book knows about Ravagers, just because you have already discovered so much about the lack of control that they have, so much about, XYZ other different aspects of their existence, that what you're finding now is that even though it doesn't feel like you know a lot, you've actually figured out almost everything there is to know about a Ravager given current research. And that's sort of what this 11 gives you, is that there actually isn't a lot of information about them.
Okay. Has there been any study on like whether they need to breathe or anything like that? Like, are they going to just die in the container that we have?
You think you may be the first person to have captured one in all of time. Like, in the history of the knowledge of Ravagers, you may be the first person to have captured it.
And we have asked them to drill a couple of small air holes before they left. No?
I don't think we want to.
He said no.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, sounds good. You do not drill air holes. I will also say, just as a note, everybody who at any point walks by this giant boulder that you have affixed to your deck, you immediately just feel uneasy when in the presence of it. Like, being within 5 or 10 feet of that creature creates some form of a deep incorrectness within your mind.
with this also, when we originally were guiding it and it turned into the humanoid form, because didn't it look directly at Jack? Or did I make that up?
No, it looked directly at who was the first person to cast
Straya.
command on it? Straya. It
Straya.
looked directly at you.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, it looked at the person who initiated combat.
Cool. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, there would be no connection to, like, we wouldn't think that it potentially is Jack's mom. That was just a player.
No,
thing, right?
that was a note for Jack alone.
Okay. Cool. Well, I know he told us about his mom, but like,
Yeah, you
the
have
notes
nothing
that
to
I have
actually.
is not that.
Yeah, you don't as a character. Your character doesn't have any knowledge to say that's her.
Yeah. Okay.
You
fabulous.
just saw a female form that looked like the chest had exploded open, like the rib cage had divided unevenly. The head had a similar situation. The jaw was hanging off.
Got it. Okay.
So I have just 2 questions that are like mechanic questions. If you cast charm or suggestion on people, do they know that you've charmed them? But that's
Yes, they do.
Well, it depends. Some spells specify. Almost all of them say they know that you charmed them at the end of this.
suggestion doesn't.
Oh, I thought suggestion did.
That's why
Let's-
suggestion powerful.
Let's read
It doesn't say.
suggestion. So, you suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature.
It just must succeed. It doesn't say they get to know that you charmed them or anything like that. Because there's friends, which is a cantrip, that specifically says they know you did this. This doesn't.
Yeah, it does not say that you that it knows.
And I will say that this has been a point of some discussion in D&D communities. They don't, which is why it's busted. If you can hide the fact that you have cast a spell, they have no knowledge of themselves being charmed.
Yeah. Charm person specifies you get knowledge. Friend specifies you get knowledge. If suggestion doesn't say it, you don't get it.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's so broken.
That's really good.
Now, another question is, so message, it says you can cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target.
Yes,
Can
you
Jack
have to
do that?
You could attempt to cast message to the creature inside.
Because over the next few days, he'll be trying to see if, like,
I will
he can
say
get a
it
response.
is more than 1 foot of stone, and it says 1 foot of stone blocks it. So
Does that counteract the fact that he knows?
yes, yeah, it says the spell is
That's what
blocked.
it's-
Yeah. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet, 3
Okay.
3 feet of wood blocks. So yeah, your spell would be blocked by the stone.
Good to know.
I was also gonna say, Straya, if nobody else would just camp out next to the stone just to watch, like, paranoid of any looking for cracks, any attempts of. So if she's not doing it, she would like see if she could get a couple people to also help, maybe take turns, but it's not fully a passive, just sitting next to the rock and guarding it, but it's like
Yeah.
every hour or so you're like doing a thorough check
Straya,
just in case the thing can bust
are
through.
you trying to convince your fellow party members or other crew members?
I would start with talking to the captain first and see if this could come from an order from the captain, and if not, then I will just do my own recruitment, and then if someone says no, then I will just
Okay.
keep next to it.
I'll be helping.
I mean, if you ask me, I'll be helping.
So, first things first, you wouldn't be able to bring it up to the captain, but you'd be able to bring it up to the first mate, who would
Okay.
make sure that the quartermaster and bosun assign somebody to this. The idea of analyzing it every hour, you can suggest that. You know that it will not get carried out. Because even you, Straya, being that close to the rock, paying that much attention to it, you feel unwell. Like, immediately there's a deep paranoia that sets in that is not just like, it's not you have two paranoias existing in your mind right now, and one is the paranoia that the creature will escape, and that's sort of what you're in, that's what's driving you to double check. There's a secondary paranoia that is just overwhelmingly almost eldritch in nature. Yeah. Can I get everybody just across your entire journey back to make a wisdom saving throw? If you have a sanity score, use sanity instead.
Cool.
And if you're
Okay.
proficient in wisdom saves, you can add your proficiency to your sanity saving throw.
I'd rather just use wisdom.
I'm afraid
I
you
would
have to use
rather use-
sanity. If you have sanity, I need you to use sanity.
Oh, but I have a better score in wisdom.
It for
Sanity
you is
just seems
sanity.
like sanity just feels like a bad additional skill to have. It's like I feel like because if you're
Extra
wise,
sword.
oh, that's what I get for
The-
talking back to the
the
DM. I
DC
got him one.
The DC is lower for you when you make a sanity save.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 1 for a 2. So
Okay.
that's what I get for
Yikes.
talking to the DM.
Okay.
No worries. I got a 5.
5.
I
Okay.
rolled a 16.
Okay.
I can't use guidance, can I?
No.
Not for saving throws? Okay. yeah.
Vale.
I rolled a 4 total.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So
I'll go and
for
start
those of
crazy.
you who had a sanity score, the DC was 10.
Okay, beautiful.
So Lucian, you pass. For those of you who didn't, the DC was 15. So Straya,
Straya
you
is fine.
pass. But Lorenzo, Lorenzo, Jack, and Vale, when you guys make port in Scion's Bay, you are going to make port with 1 point of exhaustion.
Wait, when do we get the 1 point of exhaustion?
When you make port.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would make no sense, because if you get it while you're out at sea, you'll just sleep it off the next day.
Yeah.
So by the time we
fair.
get the port, we
I
get our-
have something that I want to do over the journey.
Yes.
I
yeah.
do too.
First off, the most, I guess, immediate thing is I want to try and figure out if the creature is unconscious at any point, and try
Okay.
and cast detect, like, use my channel divinity, detect Fantasia. So for
Okay.
10 minutes, because I don't need line of sight.
Yeah, you'll have to explain to me Detect Fantasia again.
When you do, as an action, you can expend one use of your channel divinity to gain insight into the dreams of unconscious creatures. When you do, for 10 minutes, you may target any unconscious creature within 30 feet of you and perceive any dream they are currently having. Furthermore, as an action, you can alter one quality of the dream, such as its tone, character in a dream, a location in the dream. You may insert yourself into the dream, yada, yada, yada. There's other things.
Okay.
I want to see if this thing is dreaming.
Okay. You observe that it is immune to the unconscious condition.
Interesting.
Oof.
It cannot sleep.
Being
Okay.
awake in a rock ball for weeks.
It's also
It's-
probably not sentient. So,
Well, or at least not sentient all the time.
okay, interesting. And then the second thing I want to do is try and coax out who wants this thing and why.
From whom?
At first, I'm probably going to try and talk to some, like, maybe not like, bottom feeders, but some lower ranking higher officers on the ship. And then probably the bosun, the quartermaster, the first mate. Like, I'm gonna try very, very, you know, the way that I do, very like under, in between the lines, kind of trying to ask, like, oh, that's a weird thing. I would have never wanted something like that in my house, you know?
Okay. Go ahead and give me just a generic charisma check.
Okay. For the days when I do that, I'm gonna give myself an additional D4.
Sure, I will let you do that for sure.
My dice hate me. That will be a 12.
Okay. On a 12, basically all you're able to get is it's in conversation, really not with anybody in particular, but like in conversation with the bosun. The bosun lets things slip a little bit. And he'll just say, well, we don't entirely know what the Scion wants it for. We just know he wants it, and, you know, if we get paid, I don't really care.
Of course. I mean, you know, if it's the Scion, he knows what he's doing. Make you live long and peacefully.
Yeah, whatever. You don't need to say that when you're around here.
Force of habit.
Yeah, you're one of them city type. Yeah?
Yeah, let's just say that where I am at, you better say it. Yeah.
I'm sorry you're there. Sounds like it's terrible.
It's been good for me so
You're
far.
welcome to stay here at sea. Actually, you have to stay. Well, no, you didn't sign a contract. You don't have to stay.
I'll probably stick around for at least some time.
Well, you're
I'm growing. Or by release and freedom.
Fair. Anyway, yeah, no, we don't know who
Yep.
wants it or why. We just know the Scion wants it for some reason.
Peculiar. Interesting. Who knows? Maybe he's wanted a new pet.
Potentially.
Do I know? Can I tell that Lucian is trying to figure out what's supposed to deal with this thing?
I think so.
Okay.
I think with a 12, it's not high enough that he's able to socially hide that he's investigating it, especially to somebody he grew up with.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Adrian then, knowing that he wants to know what it's about. I'm gonna go to Adrian and be like, so we got it. What's the deal with it?
I'm not sure. I just know the Scion requested it. It was our charge.
Do you know what he wants to do with it?
I don't see any particular use to it.
Can I roll like an insight to see if he knows?
Yeah,
or like
go ahead, roll an insight.
Ooh. Insight, it's -1, but I still got an 18.
Okay, with your insight, he's not lying. You were there when the captain read the decree to, like, the higher-ups of the crew. You were in the room. There was not a lot of detail more than find this thing.
Cool.
So.
Dang it. I wanted to know and hold it over his head.
Yeah, unfortunately. I want to pop over to Jack because he also said that he had a request for.
So, like, the day before we dock,
Make port.
make port. What's the difference? I don't know. Before we make port dock,
That's the correct response. Fantastic.
while Straya specifically is watching the container,
Yeah.
I would like to cast suggestion
Okay.
and say, throw that in the sea.
Straya, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You are not immune to charm, correct?
I'm not, and this isn't create psychic damage, does it?
No, it doesn't. Do you have proficiency in this saving throw?
I I do.
Okay.
Just trying to see.
Crap.
What are we doing? What are we
Okay,
doing?
please. I do have to say, I work
Now,
with the guns. And
hold on just a minute. I am going to say the course of action must sound reasonable. So,
It's making her feel uneasy. This is not unreasonable.
now,
She should throw it away.
okay, she will know that you suggested this course of action because you do have to talk directly to her. So are you just gonna say what? Like you got to tell me what are the 1 to 2 sentences you're saying?
As he's just like walking by. And that thing is creepy. You should throw it in the ocean.
Okay, Straya, I need that wisdom save.
Okay, what do I have to beat?
Remember.
13.
What's the save?
13.
13. What'd you roll?
13? A 14.
Whoa!
Good at it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Straya, he just walks by and says that.
Okay, do I know that
out
he
of the
tried to
boat.
cast
Hold on.
suggestion?
I do need now. I need a sleight of hand because there is a material component to this spell. So I need a sleight of hand, and we're going to call this against Straya's passive perception because Straya, you don't necessarily know to look for it.
Right, but I know that he cast a spell on me, right?
No, you
No,
don't.
that's the thing with suggestion.
No, that's what we're trying to figure
Oh,
out right now. Is we're trying to see if he can hide from you that he was doing material components.
He's doing it as I'm walking by. Because I was to say,
Correct.
my perception is being active if I'm looking at the stone, but if I'm not at the stone yet, then I
Correct.
like this.
What'd you roll?
12.
What's your passive perception, Straya?
A 12.
Meets it, beats it. You do not
meets
notice.
it, beats it. Okay.
So I don't know that he.
You don't
Tried
know,
to-
because
Okay.
if you were making a contested roll, this would be different because because it's passive, your number is just setting the DC that he needs to meet,
Got it. Okay.
and so you meet it, you beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I just take this as like a passing comment.
Yes, yeah. He just
Okay.
said
I mean,
this.
so I can still have like a conversation about it, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have another spell slot.
You would have to say it again. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to pause this conversation. We're gonna end this episode here. We'll pick this up in the next chapter.
Gonna do it to end dog.
Thank you all so much for joining us for chapter 15 of this novel. Is there anything people want to plug before we wrap this up fully?
Oh.
Cast.
Flightless birds.
Check out KYN on Spotify. It's my band.
And then I'm just going to echo Rachel because it didn't come through clear on my end. That was Multi Nerds Podcast.
Thank you.
SamuelBlunt.substack.com. I write stuff. It's cool.
And Moody and D, and patreon.com/Tavern of Tomes, capital T and Tavern of Tomes, Tavern and Tomes. Thank you all so much for joining us. You're always welcome at the tavern. We love you all. Good night.
Good night.